Hey guys, Paul here with Late Night Games. It is Saturday the 19th day in our VEDA challenge, and I am exhausted. I'm gonna keep this short because there isn't really that much to talk about because I spent all day doing one thing. Trying desperately to fix the Firebird. No matter what I do, I can't seem to get my baby working again. So a little bit of background details since I didn't tell you guys about the Firebird yesterday. I was too busy putting on zombie makeup. Firebird died yesterday. And yesterday being Good Friday, nothing was open. What had happened is the car stalled, and I started up and it stalled, and the radio was cutting out, and it seemed like all the electrical in the system was being drained. So of course the most logical assumption, the alternator's gone, or the battery. Since the battery was less than 2 months old, I assumed alternator. So today I got a new alternator, which had the wrong pulley wheel on it, so I couldn't hook it up to my belt. So I pulled the pulley off my old alternator, couldn't get the pulley off the new alternator. Had to go back to the shop, get them to use an impact gun to get it off the new alternator. Put the old pulley on, got everything back in place. And after several hours, finally got the car hooked back up, new alternator, and the battery was shot. So I went to the parts store with the battery that's less than 2 months old and said, can you check this and see if it's working or not? They confirmed it was dead as a doornail. So I got a replacement, because it had a free replacement if it dies within 40 months. Died within 2. Put that in the car and whoo, to life she came. Need to go back to the parts store because I was missing a few nuts and bolts here and there, but nothing major. She runs fine, drove around for a bit, and the same problem with stalling started all over again. So I pull into a driveway, turn it off, and then it won't turn back on. All power is gone. It won't even try to turn over. Even the KITT lights on the front of the car, which are connected directly to the battery and don't have anything to do with the rest of the car's electrical systems. Well, I mean, they're physically connected to the rest of the system, but the car doesn't need to be on for them to run. Weren't working, which they worked before when the alternator was bad. So this is something new. Disconnect the battery, notice sparks when I disconnect it. So I reconnected it. Car turns on again for a few minutes and then shuts back off and won't turn back on again. So I don't know if the alternator replacement I got is a bad one or if perhaps there's something else wrong with the car entirely. It could be anything along the electrical system at this point. I have no idea what wire is bad and what wire is good, so my best assumption is start from the battery and work my way back around the system until I get back to the battery. Eventually replace every single wire I need until the girl comes back up and running. That being said, my baby's down for the count. And redoing the electrical in a car is a large undertaking. Like, you would not believe the undertaking of redoing all the electrical cabling in a car. So this isn't going to be a quick fix I can do in a few days. It's going to take a long time. A long time with a lot of hours, a lot of patience, and a lot of hope. I mean, yeah, it's just a car. Why should I be so worked up about it? Why should I be so upset? But that car's like a child to me. I mean, I don't have a child. I don't know what it's like to have a child. But the best I can approximate is how I feel about my car. This thing did not run when I got it, and I built it with my hands, brought it back from the dead, and that car has never let me down. No matter what I've needed to do, I've always been able to work with it to get back home. Yesterday was the first time ever I wasn't able to jerry-rig a solution to get the car home. I needed to have it towed back home. But it is what it is. All I can do is keep at it and hope I can get my baby back. I mean, after so many years of work and blood, sweat, and tears, I don't know if I'd be able to see it go. I don't know if I'd be able to give it up and let it go to the junkers. But at this point, the amount of work it's going to take to get back up and running, I don't know if I can hack that either. I don't know, guys. Just don't know. So from the crack of waking my ass up, I was on the horn with places to get replacement parts. And as soon as those parts got in, I was outside working on the car right through until I ran out of sunlight. And still haven't really made any headway. It's still having the same problem. At least I got it to drive for a few minutes, but now it's still having the same problem it had before. Wound up with a little bit of a sunburn along the way, which is why I'm not wearing a normal shirt. I'm wearing a nice house coat that's nice and silky inside so it doesn't hurt my burn too much. I need to take a cold shower and get rid of all this grunge that's embedded deep in my skin. I mean, I was in the car for like more than 10 hours. Like, I spent an entire day doing this. And for the first time, I spent an entire day working on my girl and didn't fix the problem. I'm finding that happening a lot lately, though. I'm running into problems where normally, if I run into a problem, I can fix it. But this past few weeks, I'm running into problems that I can't fix. There was that printer I took 2 days to work on when we eventually decided let's just replace the laptop because we couldn't fix it. There was the problem Dave was having with his computer that I just could not fix. And now my baby's out of commission and I can't fix her. So yeah, everything about today was exhausting. Everything about today sucked. But tomorrow I'm going to the LCS championships. Maybe raise my spirits a little bit, spending some time with some friends. Because Lord knows I could use them raised right now. I think I'm just going to play some Dark Souls, stream distract myself somehow. Because, yeah, right now, fuck. Just fuck. Anywho, guys, sorry today's video is such a downer. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and take care.